I do want to quickly follow up on the Donald Trump soliciting sex for $10,000 from adult film star Jessica Drake. Prior defenses from Donald Trump to sexual assault allegations have included look at her, almost as if a one woman wasn't attractive enough for Trump to sexually assault. With Miss Utah, the former Miss Utah, it was, I've never met this woman, don't know who she is, only months after having a very specific and detailed recollection about his interactions with the former Miss Utah. And my analysis has always been, if when you're accused of sexual assault, you immediately go to reasons why the specific accuser is unlikely to have been victimized by you, as opposed to saying, I don't sexually assault women, it's not a particularly good defense. And now Donald Trump has come out and defended himself from these allegations of propositioning Jessica Drake for $10,000 and use of his private jet in exchange for sex by saying, I'm sure she's been grabbed before, because one of her other claims was when she showed up at Trump's hotel room years ago, Trump forcibly grabbed her and kissed her on the lips, even though that's not at all what she wanted. And here is Donald Trump's latest defense, if you can call it that.
Okay, so I have a question for you, Mr. Donald Trump on New Hampshire Today. You were in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania over the weekend talking about a contract with voters, first 100 days.
Right.
And yet some people say you defend yourself too much on some of these accusations versus just forging ahead. Do you feel sometimes that you spend too much time doing that, or do you feel you have to do it?
You know, Jack, I do. In one way, I agree with them, but in another way, these are stories that are made up. This is total fiction. You'll find out that in the years to come, these women that stood up, it's all fiction. They were made up. I don't know these women. It's not my thing to do what they say. I don't do that. And, I don't grab them on the, as they say, on the arm. And one said, he grabbed me on the arm. And she's a porn star. Now, this one that came out recently, he grabbed me, and he grabbed me on the arm. Oh, I'm sure she's never been grabbed before. And they make it so it's all lies. It's all lies. It was made up.
Imagine this defense in any other situation. Donald, did you punch Joey on the playground? Joey gets punched all the time. Pat, did you steal the car? Other people steal cars. This car has even been stolen before. If this defense was written for Alec Baldwin for his Trump impersonation on Saturday Night Live, we'd be saying, nah, it's too obvious, it's not believable, but it is actually Donald Trump's defense.
And Donald Trump just needs to take a lesson here from Hillary Clinton and just ignore some of the allegations coming out against him. That's what she's doing with the WikiLeaks stuff. And, he goes against the media for being so corrupt. We'll stop prolonging the story and the coverage will go away.
I was interested to see what the trumpeters would say in response to this story. And it was basically what I expected. On a lot of trumpeters on Facebook saying, oh, Trump's really telling it like it is. Porn stars are probably grabbed all the time. Trump is spot on. Anyone who doesn't like what Trump said about Jessica Drake is probably just overbearingly politically correct or whatever. It does not matter what Trump does. It doesn't matter what the allegations are. There is this base that is just going to stick with him. But as I will tell you later on in the show, there is one very important group of Trump's base that is moving away from him, and it is making a big difference. That's later on. I'm on Twitter at Pakman. Send me your thoughts about any of these stories. I've talked about how people of all ages, but particularly millennials, are owning cars less and participating more in the sharing economy. And one of the more popular options is Zipcar, which gets you a car when you want it, when you need it. They offer all sorts of cars, SUVs, hybrids, whatever you need. It includes insurance and it includes gas. You just pay for the time that you actually use the car. And you can reserve the car online from your smartphone over the phone. Then you unlock it with your Zip card. Each car share member reduces their personal CO2 emissions by between 1,100 and 1,600 pounds per year. For our audience, Zipcar is offering $25 of free driving credit if you sign up at joinzipcar.com/David. Support our show, reduce your carbon emissions and your spending on cars. Sign up at joinzipcar.com/David.